You're a private citizen who speaks at a town hall about local corruption. A newspaper publishes false information calling you a criminal. You sue for defamation, but the court says your case involves public concern, so you need to prove negligence and actual injury. Welcome to the legal no man's land, where private people lose protection by caring about public issues. This is defamation law's weird middle category. You're not a celebrity or politician, but you're involved in something the public cares about, so you get more protection than famous people, but less protection than pure private figures. The standard here is negligence, not actual malice. You have to prove the defendant should have known that the statement was false or should have investigated further before publishing. This is easier than actual malice, but harder than strict liability. Negligence means the defendant failed to act as a reasonable person would under the circumstances. Did they check their sources, verify information, follow basic journalistic standards? If they were careless about the truth, they might be negligent, but proving negligence is still difficult. The defendant can claim they relied on sources, followed standard practices, or reasonably believed the information was true. Unless you can show they ignored obvious red flags, negligence is hard to establish. You must also prove actual injury, not just that the statement was defamatory. Courts want evidence of concrete harm, lost job opportunities, damaged relationships, measurable financial losses. Hurt feelings and general reputation damages are not enough. This creates impossible situations. False statements destroy your reputation in the community. Everyone treats you differently, but you can't point to a specific financial loss. Without measurable harm, you lose, even though you clearly are injured. You also have to prove the statement was false. In pure private figure cases, defendants sometimes have to prove their statements were true, but when public concern is involved, you carry the burden of proving falsity. What counts as public concern keeps expanding. Crime stories, government issues, social controversies, community affairs. Courts define public concern broadly. Even local neighborhood disputes can become matters of public interest. This means private citizens lose legal protection just by getting involved in public issues. Speak at a school board meeting and suddenly false statements about you get special First Amendment protection. Report a crime and the media lies about you, you face a lower legal standard. Crime victims get destroyed by this rule. Someone attacks you and the media covers the story and false information gets published about your character or the actual incident. Because crime is a matter of public concern, you face the negligence standard instead of easier liability rules. Whistleblowers face similar problems. Expose government corruption or corporate wrongdoing, and suddenly you're involved in public concern issues. And when powerful people lie about you in retaliation, those lies get extra legal protection. Social media has made this worse. Private citizens go viral for any reason, positive or negative, and suddenly they're involved in public discourse. False information about viral video stars or internet personalities gets public concern protection. Courts want specific evidence, job offers withdrawn, business contracts canceled, quantifiable financial impact. But reputation damage often works subtly. People just treat you differently without obvious financial consequences. The falsity burden also favors defendants. Instead of making publishers prove their statements were true, you have to prove they were false. This can be nearly impossible when dealing with subjective claims or complex factual disputes. So remember, speaking up about public issues doesn't just risk political backlash. It risks losing your legal right to defend your reputation against lies.